I fired the gun, but the bullet... Well, how could I? It was dark.
Please don't upset yourself. There has to be some explanation.
If I knew, don't you think I'd tell you? I don't want to be in this place 1 minute longer than I have to. I don't know what happened. You must believe me.
I do believe you, Eve.
Oh, then you take the case. Oh, I knew you were the right person.
I can't promise to get you out, but I'll make an application for bail first thing in the morning.
Oh, thank you, David.
She's not coming now, she misses him.
Well, perhaps she'll come tomorrow.
She didn't even call me.
Don't worry, Daffy, she'll turn up.
No, she won't be coming. She won't come.
I warn you, I believe in long engagements.
Yes, so do I. I think 6 weeks would be just perfect.
No, it won't be.
Reb Keen's going back to Wentworth, Joan. I want her dead.
You playing?
Can't.
Why not?
Well, have a look. Got to wait for this stuff to dry.
Big buggered. Patterson, move this junk. We want a game.
Yeah, hang on, will you?
Hang on, nothing. Move it or it hits the deck.
She'll move it in a minute, so just wait.
Or what? You'll get your mate the freak onto me. Forget it, Flynn. She's gone home.
Come on. Got enough ground to make up without getting into more strife.
I'm not going to let her push the girls around.
Lexi can look after herself, which is more than I can say for you.
Oh, come on, May. You know I lost my temper.
I know and you know, but what about the others?
If they think I'd stick up for the freak, well, they should know better.
Why? They don't know anything about that birthday card from your mother.
Bloody card. Why the hell she have to send it?
Hey, could I hang these on the back of your chairs?
Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, they're not finished yet. Look, be careful when you lean back, OK?
Patterson?
Look, quit it, will you? I'm moving them.
What are you going to do about it?
Not sure I want to do anything. Obviously, she doesn't want me to, otherwise she would have put a return address on it.
Could just be a mistake. Look, she must be a good age by now.
No, May, no mistake. Mothers and this place don't go together.
Rubbish.
Geez, they're real nice, Lex.
Of course they are. Look, don't touch them, mate.
Hey, you wouldn't want to sell me one of these, would you?
You got $60.
No.
No, you're right, I wouldn't.
Bloody big head. You're late with your article for the paper,
Oh, look,
too.
I'm getting there, I'm getting there.
I could help you, Dixie, if you like.
Oh?
Well, I do know most of the design labels.
Oh, yeah?
You used to, you mean? You're forgetting one thing, Wilder. You cancelled your credit cards when you murdered your boyfriend.
Didn't you stop saying that?
I've got a better idea. You could have your own column in the paper. What do you reckon, Lurch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you'd be a real hit. Sick of living with your husband? We'll send him to Eve Wilder and I'll knock him off for you.
No, Lou, you just wouldn't.
Don't bet on it. I can smell your kind a mile away.
What, playing alone, old chap? That won't do.
By choice, old chap.
Yes, I suppose it is a bit like Luna Park downstairs. Oh, John, whiskey and soda, please.
I'm really not in the mood for a chat.
All right, give me 10 minutes of your time and then I'll leave you alone.
No, David. We went through all this downstairs. No backroom deals.
Don't be vulgar.
No. N-O.
Come on, Willard, you're being unreasonable. There's been more deals made in this room than you've had drinks.
Unsavory practice and high time it was stopped.
I'm serious, Will. You can't go for murder on this one.
My dear boy, your Miss Wilder, beautiful creature that she is, murdered a very important man. Now, you may do that to the milkman or even your accountant. Yes, by all means, do it to your accountant.
She didn't murder Sanderson.
Oh, yes, she did.
Motive?
They were her prints on the gun.
She's not denying that. You've read the police report. Sanderson gave her that gun because they were broken into before.
Yes, yes, and she thought she was shooting at another intruder. Imagine her surprise when she turned on the lights.
The gun is registered in his name, and the previous break-in was reported.
Granted. Only one thing wrong with that.
Yes, I've read the police.
No bullet. Forensic reports state that the bullet passed straight through the body. Where is it?
That's hardly a
The
good
walls, the floor, the furniture, everything was searched. No bullet. Forget it, David. You're flogging a dead horse.
And how long since you've had a conviction, Willard?
The charge is murder, Adams.
No. I mean, let's be honest about this. Better still let your mother tell you, Anne. Only there's the point. I suppose I'm going to have to call you Mother from now on.
Don't you dare! Come on, what's she going to tell me?
Well, remember giving me the note?
The note?
Yes, Exhibit A, the one where she said she was all heartbroken and was going off to join a nunnery or something like that.
I never said anything of the sort.
Silence overruled. Recall said note?
Vividly.
Did I at any time panic or behave like some lovesick schoolboy?
Oh, dear.
Take your time, think about it carefully. Remember, I'm up for a life sentence.
Life
yes?
sentence, you rat! Come here.
Are you okay?
I doubt it. All that champagne and brandy. I hate to think what I'll be like tomorrow. I'd like to tell you, too, how much happiness you're in for, but I won't, because it's much nicer finding out for yourself. Night.
Good night.
I wish I'd known him. Your father. That's who she's with right now.
He was lovely. So are you.
Oh, yes. Clever, too. Trapped Pippa Reynolds and didn't even buy her a ring.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, let's get one tomorrow, please.
No, I'm dumping you for Daphne Graham tomorrow.
But I want to show you off and the ring.
Her mother was supposed to contact me and she didn't.
Can't you phone her or
They're
something?
not on the phone. Anyway, you don't need me. You can do it yourself.
Gosh, you're incredible. 1 minute you're so understanding.
All right. The day after tomorrow, I promise you can drag me around to every jeweller store in town. Is there such a thing as a discount jewellery store?
Forget it, Buster. I am going to cost you a packet.
Oh, no.
Right, lock-up time, Wilder. Who did this?
I was cleaning up. I got into a bit of a mess.
Well, I don't believe that one. Someone's got it in for you. Now, who is it?
No, honestly. Anyway, even if
You won't say, because that'd be lagging, right?
No, I was going to say I couldn't imagine who it was. Everyone's been so nice to me.
What have you been doing here?
It was an accident.
Oh, really? They just fell in from over there, did they? Quiet! Will you be quiet? Now stop that noise or you'll be on charges. Now, let's say I believe you about nobody having it in for you.
I haven't.
It doesn't alter the fact that someone did this.
Mrs. Morris, I know you're trying to...
I am trying to stop you from being hurt. This is only the first move. Now, who did it?
I did.
Then you clean it up before morning. My God, this isn't exactly a perfect start to the day.
No, Reb Keane has that effect on people, doesn't she?
Why send her here? They know the trouble we had before.
No choice. They're worried the other women will bash her if they send her back to Blackmore.
Says they're sending her here from Ingleside. It's a mental hospital, isn't it?
That's where she ended up. Had a nervous breakdown. Completely recovered now, of course. Come in.
Want to see me, Governor?
Yes. Meg, would you give that to Miss Ferguson, please?
Well, I'll be going in.
All right, well, keep me posted on Wilder, will you?
Sure. Don't believe it. Why are they sending her back here?
I'll explain later. What I want now is your assurance that she'll come to no harm.
Governor, I am a senior officer in the Department of Corrective Services, a professional. And contrary to popular rumour, I am not in the habit of carrying out personal vendettas against inmates.
You have stated in the past that you blame her for your father's death.
And I still do. But my father is dead. And so is this issue.
I have your word on that?
I'll swear to it if you like.
No, there's no need for that. I'm sorry, Miss Ferguson, but I had to say it. All right, that'll be all.
Reb Keane's going back to Wentworth, Joan. I want her dead.
I just think you should help her, that's all. Go on then, no one's stopping you. Not just me. God, it's the freak we're talking about. What would you leave me alone? I am busy, okay? She'd help us. Oh, come again? You talking about Luke Kelly?
You're right, maybe she wouldn't. But if the freak bashes us, any of us, we might as well just toss it in.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to be one of the big, important council members. You do something about it.
Let's get some work done, eh? Yeah. Leave it till later, Lexi.
Oh,
let it go. I've only done 2, and look how many I've got to go.
Freak catches you doing it in work time, you won't be doing any. Oh, I don't know. You and the freak are pretty good mates. You'd put in a good word for her, wouldn't you?
Give it a rest, Alice.
Pigs. Look what's going on around here. All of a sudden, everyone's pretending that Lou wasn't bashed. There was nothing we could do. Like hell there wasn't.
Anyway, what's the council for? I thought it was there to look after us.
I haven't heard any complaints.
Yeah, well, you've been listening to the wrong people. As far as I'm concerned, all that council's good for is tipping the bucket on us.
Lou's complaint should have been kicked around at a meeting.
You weren't there, Alice.
Hold it, mate. Did you see the freak hitter? Of course not. Know anyone who did? See what I mean? She's sticking up for the freak. Listen to me, you idiot. You give me some facts and I'll go the freak alone. But I'm not going to make a fool of the council just because Kelly feels like playing games.
She wasn't playing.
All right. Let's say it is true. It's her word against 2 screws. And one of those screws is Meg Morris. Anyone here reckon Morris is bent? She's a screw. And a bloody good one. Now, I told you before, I talked it over with the other council members.
Not with me, you didn't.
You were in the kitchen. We had a majority.
Oh, look, forget it, OK? Nobody takes any notice of me anyway. If you want my opinion, the bloody council's a joke.
Yeah. And the joke's on us.
Hello, Eve. You don't remember me, do you?
Oh, Mrs. Rollins, I'm sorry.
Really?
Well, I did go to school with a girl called Rollins.
No, Eve. Nice of you to say that, but I think I'd left school well before you'd even started.
Then
Well, perhaps if I told you my married name. Sanderson. Mrs. Robin Sanderson.
Well, that'll teach us to arrive last. Looks like we're playing snooker.
Oh, no thanks, love. The fully years I've been doing that, she'll carry on for at least a week. Oh, a larrikin pastime, May. At least try and be a lady.
Oh, we can't have that. Hey, Alice, how about a game? No. Hey, come on. I'm sorry about before, but I've got to call the shots as I see them, OK?
Yeah, I suppose so. Anyway, we can't play. Look at the table.
Well, she'll just have to clear it. Anyone seen Lexi?
Yeah, she's in her dorm. She's doing that print stuff.
OK, all right. I'll go and get her. Hey, how's it going in the office?
Oh, not bad. Hey, remember that girl Myra told us about? It was Reb Keane, wasn't it?
The one at Blackpool? Yeah, why?
Well, I heard them talking at reception. They reckon she's coming back here.
You've got to be kidding.
That's what they said.
Bloody hell. I'll tell you something. You lot won't know what hit you.
You know her?
You bet I do. The lady's got real class. She even gave Lou a hard time.
Myra didn't think much of her?
I'm not surprised. She tricked Myra into handing over the top dog's job. I mean, can you believe that?
So what are you saying? We're in for trouble.
Trouble? You don't know what the word means yet.
Mrs. Graham? Mrs. Graham, would you mind telling me what's going on?
You talked to my husband, haven't you?
Yes, I don't believe you share the same opinion.
I've got to, Mr. Fulbright. We've only got each other now.
Well, that's a damn sight more than Daphne, Scott. For God's sake, she's in a prison. She's not in a local hostel for girls. Days and days of monotony, no friends. And now she finds out her mother hates her.
Oh, I love her. Don't you say that. Please tell her that I love her.
Why don't you tell her then? Today. There's my car. We can be there in 20 minutes. Please, Mrs. Graham.
Are you sure? Dead set. Well, Chookie heard it in reception. Well, they're sending her from the hospital or something. Bugger it! Bugger it! What's wrong? Oh, I thought you'd be pleased about her coming back.
Pleased? Oh, use your head. I had plans for this place. In a couple of weeks, it would have been mine. Flynn and her council were playing right into me hands.
Well, OK. So now you got Reb to help you.
Keane doesn't help you. She just takes over. Have you lost your memory or something?
No.
Last time Keane helped me, she lagged to Reno and I wound up in the pound.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do?
But there's no way that bitch has taken over this time. No way.
I can't believe the hate, David. I don't know how she can live with it. It must be killing her.
Well, it's only natural, I suppose. I mean, let's face it, if she believes what the police have told her.
But she loved him. I didn't know that. I thought that... No, I knew the marriage had finished years ago. Robin said he couldn't stand going home to her. He told me that. David, what's wrong?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. So you see our problem now, though, don't you? I mean, you've met Helen Sanderson and you felt sorry for her. We can't have that happening in court. I mean, if the jury feels sorry for her.
Why should that make any difference? You've just taken my statement, you believe...
Eve, this is a carbon copy of the statement you gave to the police. It's starting to sound like a rehearsed speech.
No, it's the truth. Robin did say their marriage was finished.
I believe you, but they'll only have your word for that.
But why? Marriages break up all the time. Yours did. Why should I be blamed for... Oh, David, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned... I'm sorry.
It's all right. Surprising, I thought I was past all that.
Well, why should you be? You loved her. David, forget her. Find someone who'll love you. There must be some lucky girl out there who'll love you. David, you're a very attractive man.
Thank you, officer. I'm ready to leave now.
David?
I'll see you tomorrow. Perhaps we can reword that statement.
Stay there, Wilder. I'll take you to the dining room in a minute.
Have you cleared the snooker table?
Yeah. God, anyone would think I'd stuff all over the place.
Well, you have, dear, everywhere we turn.
Yeah, well, it's all in my cell now, okay? Haven't got any complaints about that. Jeez, I'm never going to get this finished.
Madison, get on with it. Graham, get to the security gate. You've got a visitor.
Go on, love.
Oh, do you reckon it's me, Mum?
Only one way to find out. Go on.
God, I hope it is. At least we'll have one happy face round here anyway.
Sorry, mate. Haven't been much fun, have I?
Look, all you've got to do is learn to trust your mates. And if you're worried about Keen, well, you've got the council behind you.
What about Lurch?
Well, almost all the council. Now stop worrying.
Thanks for coming, Mum. Don't thank me, love. You're my daughter. I'm ashamed of myself for leaving it so long. Because I do love you, Dad. Looking real good. They must be taking good care of you.
Yes, some real good people here. Oh, this is Mrs. Morris. This is me mum.
Mrs. Morris.
Mrs. Graham.
Thank you for looking after Daphne.
Oh, well, we try to look after each other, don't we? Yeah. Daphne, why don't you take your mother out and show her the garden?
Yeah. Do you want to come out in the garden, Mum?
Oh, can't we just talk, lover? I've got a lot to tell you, and I've got to be home soon.
Oh, Dad doesn't know you're here, does he?
Don't hate him, Daffy. He thinks he's doing the right thing.
Will he be angry at you?
Won't even know I've been. Mr. Fulbright drove me here.
Oh, isn't he terrific, Mum?
Yes, love, you're very lucky. Even gave me money for the taxi home.
Oh, Stu, that's going to cost a lot. Did he tell you what's the matter with me? Come on, Mum, we'll go out in the garden now. Okay, please? Okay?
Cut the dramatics. You knew it was going to be over one day.
You can't just leave. What am I supposed to do? I don't have a job. How am I supposed to live?
Oh, sell the jewellery. God, even you could live for a year on that. It cost me enough.
Why should I? Why should that middle-aged bitch
Shut
get
up,
everything?
Eve. I'm warning you.
Oh, yeah, shut up, Eve. Suddenly you decide you love your wife and kids, so I can...
I've always loved them.
Where did I come in?
Well, ours was an arrangement. You knew that. I never pretended it was anything else, and I'm not pretending now. It's over. Finished.
And you want everything back. Everything you gave me.
God, why do these things have to be so difficult? Look, you can keep the car, the flat, the jewellery. All I want is the Sanderson stuff.
forgetting something else you gave me.
What?
This.
Uncle Harry's as mad as the Hatter, so they had to put him in the loony bin, and that meant that Auntie Jo had to come and live with Mum and Dad, and they hated that.
How uncharitable.
Oh, no, it was because they reckoned she sent him mad in the first place. It's really funny. Oh, gosh, it was good to see me, Mum. She says she's going to come and see me again, but she can't have me Dad knowing about it, you know?
All right, girls, if you're all ready, we'll start the class.
What are we doing?
Just a minute. Willie.
Because if it's fruitcake, I reckon we're wasting our time. We've got enough in here already.
Be nice. Now, I've made copies for you all. I don't want the same mistakes as last time. Now, as you can see by this recipe... Willie, are you listening?
Oh, yes, Mr. Pringle. I'm just reading my copy, and it looks delicious. I can't wait to try it. Beef Wellington with Espanol sauce.
Oh, that's not supposed to be in the class. I must have left it there by mistake.
Oh, what a pity. Dinner, that's what it is. Going to be a surprise for dinner. Oh, I hope we haven't spoiled your secret.
Oh, I love surprises. What is it?
Dog food on toast.
Oh, you've got it all wrong. Can we get on with it,
Chicken.
please?
It's chicken and chips. I love that.
It's not for dinner tonight.
Oh, it's not for
Look, if you'll all be quiet for a moment, I'll try to explain. The recipe is for a contest I'm going in tomorrow. A cooking contest.
That's great. I bet you win it too.
Not if it's anything like the stuff we have to eat in here.
Oh, I do miss my haute cuisine. Beef Wellington with Espanol sauce. I like Pringle. It sounds delicious.
I'm sure I don't have any chance of winning. I'll just go there and make a fool of myself and go home. I wish I hadn't agreed to go in the first place.
I don't know why you say things like that, Mr. Pringle. Geez, if I could cook as good as you, I'd be going in contests all the time all over the world. I wouldn't be hiding myself away. Only got 3 more to do and then I'm finished. Jeez, they take forever to drive, but don't they?
We have time. They have to be ready by 8 in the morning.
Oh, 8. Couldn't you make it a bit later,
No
please?
way. For a magazine spread, they've got Ray Barlow to take the shots.
Who's they?
Only the best. If they're not ready by then, you can forget the publicity and the buyer.
It's a private conversation, or can I sell tickets?
Just rack off, Lou.
Oh, sorry, darling. I just got carried away with me creative impulse.
Come on, Lexi, or you'll never get finished. Kelly, get back to your work, please.
Alexa looks terrific. Can I do anything to help? Look, I've told you before, I'm doing this on my own. This is my ticket out of the place and I don't want anyone stuffing it up. Jeez, I was only trying to be nice.
Oh, forget it, love. She's a bundle of nerves.
That's no reason to go biting people's heads off. She won't have a friend left in the place at the rate she's going.
Oh, bugger it. Oh, look, I'll never get the hang of this. Oh, I better stick to my knitting. I'm too old a dog to learn new tricks.
Yeah, a bit mangy too, if you ask me. Of course, I'm not as artistic as Miss Hoity-Toity over here.
Kelly, why don't you just shut up? I've had enough of you.
Both of you.
Ooh, losing our
That
cool,
is
are
enough,
we?
Kelly. Now, you have done nothing but cause trouble since you've been in this class. If you want to stay, your attitude is going to have to get a whole lot better.
Oh, stick it. Who wants to be in your class anyway? Mob of bloody shit.
Get out! All right, everyone, back to work, please. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah.
I was in such a good mood before I came in here. How'd you put up with her?
With difficulty.
I haven't had the chance to tell you yet. Fantastic! Congratulations!
I thought you'd be pleased.
Oh, can I tell the others? I don't think there's any point in keeping it a secret. Everyone, guess what? Pippa's getting married to Ben Fulbright.
Hey, that's fantastic. Good on you.
Hey,
Young, did you hear the news?
Oh, yeah, terrific, Pippa.
Can't you do any better than that?
Oh, please don't stop her or she'll never get finished. Get down.
Just a minute, Kelly. You've had a busy little day, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, you know what it's like when you're popular. People just won't leave you alone.
Yeah, well, you get to your dorm and we'll see how popular you are with your cellmate.
What are you talking about?
Save it, Kelly. You're already on a charge.
What for? You've fallen out of your tree again.
Oh, little Miss Innocence, eh? You're not going to talk your way out of this one.
Out of what? I ain't done nothing. Oh, come on. You're not going to blame me for this.
Save it. I'm not listening.
Someone set me up. How do you know it wasn't Flower Pot?
Oh, several reasons. One, why would she do it to her own stuff and not to yours?
Well, because it's a
and
setup.
what about this?
Oh, I'm being set up. You could have done it yourself.
I wish I had. Now get this mess cleaned up immediately. And any more accusations out of you, and you'll be on a charge for insolence.
Oh, isn't it exciting? Imagine Mervyn being on TV and meeting Peter Russell Clark.
Is he nervous?
Oh, petrified. But I'm sure once he starts cooking, he'll forget everything else, just like he does at home. It drives me up the wall.
You know, Joyce, if you're helping him, you'll probably be on TV as well.
Oh, I suppose so. Oh, you know, I feel awful about asking for time off, Meg.
Why? You had it owing to you, so don't worry about it.
Afternoon, ladies. Rebecca Keane. Someone like to sign for her?
Stand on the white line, please, Keane. Well.
Oh, it was nice talking to you.
No worries.
Come on, Ken, you heard what Mrs. Morris said on the white line.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs.
Barry?
Oh, good to meet you.
Tempted a few men with those eyes. They're definitely your best feature.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got one on either side of my nose, and that's about it.
Stop it. Look, all you need is a bit of pale eyeshadow and a touch of lipstick, because you've got a lovely mouth.
Yeah, I use it too much too, right? Oh, come on, Eve. There's no point trying to make me look good. I mean, you've got to have personality, and you can't paint that on with a brush.
You have got a lovely personality, but a man likes to window shop before you buy.
Hey, Wilder, you got some explaining to do.
I don't understand.
Yeah? We'll see if you understand this. Kelly!
Hello!
Saviour in a snake with the jury. I just spent the last half hour cleaning up your bloody mess.
What are you talking about?
Oh, little Miss Muffet here just put nail polish and stuff all over Graham's things. And guess who got the blame for it?
You mean someone blamed you without proof, so you thought you'd try the same thing with Eve?
Oh, come off it, she did it. And I just copped a charge from the freak. What's your precious counsel going to do about that, eh? Stuff all like last time?
I'm sorry you're upset, but there must be some mistake. I didn't do anything. Why would I want to do that to you?
How did you know it was Eve?
Yeah, you say what you got to say and bugger off then. I can't get a moment's bloody peace in here with this racket going on.
Tough. I'm the one that's copping the charge.
All right then. Why on earth would she ever go at you?
Unless you did something to her first. Well?
I should have known it. She's got you all wrapped around her little finger.
When you come up with some proof, then we'll listen. But until then, you cop the charge. Understood?
Come in.
Keane's here. Do you want to see her now? Bring her in.
Come in, Keane. I wish I could say I was pleased to see you again.
Reynolds. Mrs. Reynolds, isn't it?
Yes.
I knew I'd been here before. I just knew it. Mrs. Reynolds and Mrs. Morris and Mrs. Barry.
Don't play games, Keane. We had more than our fair share of trouble last time you were here, and I'm going to make sure nothing like that happens again. If you cause any disruption at all, I'll be requesting your immediate return to Blackmore. Do you understand?
Do I have to go to solitary?
Not if you don't cause trouble. Why did you ask that?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought... I felt a bit scared for a minute and I thought... I didn't want to go there.
Keane, I'm warning you. I won't tolerate being made a fool of. One step out of line and I promise
didn't mean
you...
it to sound like that.
Mrs. Morris will arrange to have you taken to your cell and you can join the women for dinner. You start work in the morning.
Can I skip dinner? I'm not hungry.
If you wish. Mrs. Morris?
Come along, Keen.
Personally, I always found the sauces the hardest to do, but I had such a good teacher. Oh, sweet. A dear little Frenchman. Giuseppe, I think his name. Oh, no, that's Italian, isn't it?
Where was that?
Oh, finishing school in Switzerland. Father was determined to have a good education. Parlez-vous le français, monsieur?
Oui, oui, madame. Très bon.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que, le...
Oh, cut the froggy talk and move, will you? I haven't got all day.
And the sauce for the contest, will that be in the classical style?
A variation, yes. I've just reduced the stock. Haven't had time to taste it.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, it smells delicious.
Smells delicious. Why don't you tell him you just want to taste it?
I'm not sure it's quite ready yet.
Hey, Mr. Pringle, you can practice your recipe now if you like. We could help you.
What about your kitchen duties?
Well, I finished mine. I don't know about the others, though.
I finished 5 minutes ago, not like some.
I'll bite your bum.
I don't think we've got time. At the best, I can only practice the sauce.
Well, great. Why don't you do that and we can taste it and tell you if it's any good or not?
Of course it'll be good.
Oh, yeah, and we can use the leftovers for rat poison.
Can't you find another slaughter mob?
All right. But we'll have to be quick and clean up afterwards.
Great. What's first?
We'll start with the roux.
Oh, lovely.
Roux?
You think you're going to win a contest cooking a bloody roux?
No. It's butter and flour cooked together to make a base for a sauce.
Spelled R-O-U-X.
Oh, well, you want me to get the flour then, huh?
If you like.
Oh, I'll get the butter.
Yeah, and I'll clean up the mess you all make.
Yes, and we need some bacon, onion and carrots.
You just bring the flour, dear. I'll look after all the
I'll
rest.
get the other things because it was my idea to help.
You know nothing about cooking, dear, especially classical French. Now, it's not for amateurs.
Well, that's what I want to learn, see? Because it's not my fault I didn't go one of them fancy schools.
No, I said I'll get all the other
Willie,
things,
I'll
dear.
get it.
Ladies, please.
Hey, oh, look what you've done, you silly girl.
Look, that is enough. Oh, dear, what a horrible mess.
There's no way I'm cleaning up your mess, Graham.
Thank you very much, both of you, trying to help me, but if I'm going to win this contest tomorrow, I'm going to have to practice my recipe tonight at home, alone.
Oh. Now, the classes are held during the last half hour of the rec period in the morning and the last half hour in the afternoon.
Are we going to my cell?
Of course we are. You told the governor you didn't want any dinner, don't you remember?
No. Oh, doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
That's your bed over there. You know the rules.
Oh.
You'll be sharing with Nora Flynn.
That's me.
Oh, Nora, this is your new cellmate, Reb Keane. You can answer any further questions she might have.
Hello?
Myra?
Nora Flynn.
Oh, sorry, I thought for a minute. You know, this cell, I reckon I used to be in this cell.
When you were here last?
Yeah.
You've come here with a big reputation. They tell me you're the type who doesn't make too many friends.
Oh, well, that was a long time ago. I don't remember too well.
Yeah, well, things are a bit different here now. We've got a council that runs things and the governor's on side. So we don't want anyone stuffing things up.
You, I don't want any trouble.
Nor do we, so remember that.
I think faces and names. Myra. Yeah, where's Myra?
Myra's not here. She was killed in that Ruth Ballinger incident.
I'm sorry. She was top dog, right?
Right. Now it's my job. I give everyone the chance to start off with a clean slate. The same applies to you. I don't care what you did when you were in here before, but now you answer to me and the council. You got that?
Oh, whatever you say.
I got such a surprise when Pippa told me.
Yes, I think they'll make a wonderful couple. Although I expect there'll be the battles along the way.
Oh, aren't there always? Still, as long as you can make up afterwards, that's the main thing.
Not so sure. Not always that easy.
Well, depends on those involved.
Oh, yes, I remember young Shane and I having quite a few Barneys. Had to be very tough on him at times. I think it hurt me more than it hurt him.
Sometimes I think youngsters understand more than we do. Sorry to interrupt, but there's more information on Reb Keane. As you know, she spent the last 2 months in a mental hospital recovering from a nervous breakdown.
You found out what happened?
Yes, unfortunately. The details are sketchy, but apparently it followed a severe bashing. From whom or why, we don't know. Oh, dear, that probably explains why she's so,
Unlike Reb.
Oh, I don't know. Always was a clever actress.
Needless to say, I'd like you to keep a close watch on her. She's either gone through some sort of personality change, or she's trying us all on. The sooner we find out which it is, the better.
These bastards!
What do you think you're going to do with that, madam? Offer it to the National Gallery?
If Lexi can sell those designs of hers, I don't see why I can't turn discarded bric-a-brac into objet d'art.
Objet junk, you mean? Along with everything else cluttering up my doors.
I wanted to thank you for this afternoon when you helped out when Lou was a bit upset.
She always throws her weight around with new prisoners.
I didn't even think that I was provoking her.
Of course not. If anyone gives you trouble, you tell the council.
I want to know what you're going to do about that.
What happened?
She knew how important this job was to me.
Oh, heavens, they're ruined.
Kelly? Oh, who else? She's ruined me. Only chance to make something of myself once I got out of this joint.
We'll have to call a special council meeting for this.
Council meeting? Look, why don't you just stop stuffing around and do something? You're supposed to be the great bloody saviour, aren't you?
The council will handle
Oh, yeah, after you've talked about it for 5 bloody years. What are you? A pack of wimps? Oh, I reckon someone ought to put a bomb under you.
Look, I understand how you feel.
I don't reckon you understand nothing. Especially about being top dog.
Lexi!
What about these, Lex?
Sticking with you in the council, keep the rest of your brains.
Hello, darling.
How's a tired and overworked governor this evening?
Tired and overworked.
So's the number 1 daughter. Like a drink?
Please.
Had an interesting class today. Lexi was in such a mad panic trying to get her range finished. Kelly was doing her best to get in the way. I had to throw her out for being a nuisance.
She upsetting the class?
Oh, not really. Do you know, I think she's just jealous of Lexi. If she stopped being such a pain and got on with her own work, she might be quite good herself.
Well, if you're having any trouble, you're to come to me.
It's nothing I can't handle. Anyway, enough of shop talk. There's more important things in life. Like what sort of engagement ring you think I should buy tomorrow?
You're asking me. Anything I said was nice, you'd think was old-fashioned.
Nonsense. I think you've got great taste for an old...
Have I now? Well, thanks for the compliment.
Do you know what Ben had the cheek to suggest last night? He wants me to choose the ring myself.
Well, he is very busy.
Rubbish. If he's got time to get married, then he's got time to help me choose a ring.
I gather you changed his mind.
Yeah, Ben, I did. He's going to have to mend his ways if he's going to keep me, and that's all there is to it.
You make it sound very casual. You are serious about it, Pip, aren't you?
I just thought it was all part of the game.
What do you mean, game?
Oh, come on, Anne. You must have done the same thing yourself when you got engaged. Was it all serious and deep in those days?
Of course it was. I just don't understand you, Pip. You've been in love with him ever since you met him, and now he's asked you to marry him. You act as if you don't care. I mean, is he going to get the brush off like Simon or that Mr. Your Japanese
Hold on.
friend?
I meant the ring, not getting married.
What?
Buying the ring. Of course we want to get married. I'm head over heels in love, and I care very much.
Well, that's a relief. For an old-fashioned, worried mum.
And a modern jet-setting daughter who's about to marry a dull and boring legal. Love you.
They all know it was you that did it. We're talking about the council doing something about it too.
Well, let him. There's no witnesses, so there's no proof.
Well, I don't know. You've been stirring Lexi all day. And cleaning all that stuff off your hands.
You're not thinking of blabbing, are you, Lurch?
Oh, of course not, Lou.
Listen, when the freak had a go at me, you and that counsel of yours didn't lift a finger. Ditto when Blubberlip scribbled all over me cell. So from now on, I'm looking after number 1.
Look, I was pushing for you all them times. We're mates, aren't we? We need each other.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, Laura reckons Keen's here, hiding in her cell, like she didn't want to talk to no one.
Oh, is that so? Yeah, then I reckon we've got to go and have a word in her ear. Make sure she stays that way.
What do you want? I just thought you might want someone to yell at or something. What's the point? It wasn't your fault. Look, maybe we can still get him fixed up by tomorrow.
Come on, Chook. Stupider than I thought. Take days to fix up that lot.
Be quicker if we all helped you, though, wouldn't it?
Help me? I just shut my mouth off at everybody.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that. We want you to see the council's not just for punishing, it's for helping each other out too.
Even if we did, it'd take forever.
That's okay. Don't want to force you.
Hey, Chook. Wait for me. You're a persuasive little bugger, aren't you?
Well, look who's back.
G'day, Reb.
Business getting a bit quiet for you over at Blackmore, eh? Tell me to muscle in, have you?
Oh, I'm sorry, but my memory, it's not too good. Who are you?
That's a good one. Who am I? Very bloody innocent.
Oh, I didn't mean to say anything wrong. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you who I am. I'm the one running the rackets around here these days, Keen. So if you've got any ideas about moving in, forget it.
Oh, look, I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't want anything
Yeah, well,
to
you'd be smart to keep it that way. Your history, Keen. Stay out.
Let's get out of here, Lou. We don't want to get sprung.
Yeah, all right.
Jeez, there's something weird about her. All that stuff about not knowing us. It's like she was someone different.
Not bloody likely. The bitch is just trying on a con. Just like old times.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.